President Goodluck Jonathan urges National Assembly to review this year's budget to make it implementable. House of Representatives passes harmonized draft copy of the amendment made to the 1999 Constitution. Hello and welcome to this edition of the House Report. I am Adeshai Adebumi.
And I am Rachel Owa.
Proceedings from the House of Representatives started on Tuesday with a letter from President Goodluck Jonathan urging the National Assembly to review this year's 4.6 trillion naira budget to make it implementable.
To take this opportunity to restate my appreciation for the cooperation of the leadership and members of the House of Representatives of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for your sincere, assiduous and patriotic efforts in passing the 2010 Appropriation Act. However, I wish to bring to your attention certain challenges posed by this serious shortfall in projected revenue and the adverse implications this poses for financing the level of aggregate expenditure appropriated by the National Assembly. Specifically, recent revenue developments indicate significant shortfalls in both oil and non-oil revenues, which may well continue for the rest of the fiscal year, with adverse implications for the financing of the budget. Consequently, given the recent drop in the international oil price from over $80 per barrel US to under $70 per barrel US, it is prudent to revise the oil benchmark price to a more realistic level. On the expenditure side, it is necessary to revise downwards the aggregate level of expenditure from the 4.6086. I'm constrained to approach the National Assembly with this request for A revision of the 2010 fiscal framework to adjust the oil benchmark price on which the 2010 budget is predicated, B, an amendment to the 2010 budget to revise downwards the level of aggregate expenditure, and C, a supplementary budget to provide for certain unanticipated key expenditure items. It is my hope that the National Assembly will consider and approve these requests expeditiously to resolve these challenges to the 2010 budget.
Honorable Muhammad Ali Ndumo raised a motion under the order of urgent national importance concerning the constant harassment of innocent citizens by officers of the Nigerian Customs Service.
Matter of urgent national importance, I want to bring forward to the attention of members the incessant harassment of traders and innocent citizens by men of custom on our Nigerian roads.
However, Honorable Patricia Ete pointed out that this issue had already been brought up and the Committee on Legislative Compliance was asked to look into it, so there was no need to bring it up again. The Speaker then asked the Minority Leader to liaise with the Chairman of Committee on Rules and Ethics and Chairman Legislative Compliance to sort out the issue.
Let's put a stop to this right here now. Chairman, Rules and Business. To a stage whereby I believe we had a serious problem with this year's budget or with this year's financial revenue as stated by the President, in which case the customs as a generating revenue agency is having a serious shortfall. That may have to do with some of these things that is going on interland instead of them facing their duty at the borderline. So, Minority Leader, would please wish you to liaise with the two chairmen this afternoon and sort this out so that we can have a move on it. Thank you.
The House also resumed consideration of the report of the Special Ad Hoc Committee on the review of the 1999 Constitution on a bill for an act to establish the Independent National Electoral Commission, regulate the conduct of federal, state, and area council elections, and to repeal the Electoral Act 2006 and for related matters 2010. Honorable Beatrice Kazi proposed an amendment to Section 81 Clause 1A, 1B, such that no consensus candidate can be approved to run for the general elections, but members rejected it.
It does not make any clear provision, Mr. Speaker, how a party executive should come and when it ought to leave. And I think, and from our experience, it is because of that absence that the party executives have been dissolved, even when they are supposed to have been elected arbitrarily. And so, Mr. Speaker, I am proposing probably a new section or an amendment of this one, with your kind permission. My recommendation, 681. Can I read my recommendation, sir? My recommendation is that we make a provision, maybe C, a provision for C, which we read thus: ensure, that's to say, the Constitution and the rules of the party shall ensure that no member of a political party shall emerge as member of the executive committee or other governing body of the political party except on a democratic basis. That's my proposal. By election, it's not there. It's not there.
Okay, let's put it to the test. Okay, you can take a seat now. Let's put it to the test. Members, Honorable Beatrice Kazi is making a suggestion. Before we take on that suggestion, we need to take on what is here as presented by the committee. Okay, Honorable Beatrice Kazi is suggesting that we do not pass it as it's written here, and we should pass its own version. So I'm going to go through what is here first. Members, 81(1)(a) says provide for the periodical election on the democratic basis of the principal officers and members of the executive committee or other governing body of the political party. And B refers to ensure that the members of the executive committee and other governing body of the political party reflect the federal character of Nigeria. Is that carried? Is that carried? Sorry, Honorable Beatrice Kazi.
Most of the recommendations of the ad hoc committee were carried. However, consideration of Section 84 Clause 6, which stipulates that no merger of political parties received by the Commission less than 6 months before any general election in the country shall be considered by the Commission, caused a stir in the House.
First, are we rejecting the 6 months? Those in favor? Hold on, let me ask. Please, are we carrying... Please, let's put the question now. Let me just put the question on this one. Is 6 carried as it is? Is it carried? Is it carried? Is it carried? It's carried. It's carried.
Put the question. Let me there was an amendment.
Hold on now. If it's carried, it means that the amendment does not fly.
So you put a question on my amendment.
Okay,
you have
all
to
right.
put a question on my amendment.
My mistake. Hold on. You prefer that I put the question on the amendment? Okay. Deputy Speaker, Deputy Chairman first.
I think I can see the reasoning of my father. If we leave it the way it is, now we have only 1 month. Maybe we have only 1 month to do the merger. Anything after 1 month, you cannot do any merger. But if we reduce it to 3 months, we have from now till maybe September, October. And I think it's a better opportunity for political parties.
Okay, listen, members, please. It's okay. It's okay. Members. Honorable Menfata, please. Honorable Secretary, please. Honorable Rajruka, please. Let me just put the question on the amendment. Now, those in favor of this amendment, please say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. Okay, all right.
Further amendment.
Please, honorable colleagues, I would assume that You didn't hear me properly. Now I'm going to now do it again. Members, please.